All right, give me a second, y'all. Let me test and make sure the mic working, and we will get started. Testing. All right, I think we good. Let's go and get into it. Let's get to it. What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Keith, back with another live stream, back with another weekly analysis. Today is Sunday, December 28th, 2025. We're going to do our weekly analysis for the stocks and futures for the week of December 29th, 2025 through January 2nd, 2026. Okay, so this is the last week of the year, last week of the month. And yeah, we got a lot to look at. We really got to break down these stocks and futures to see what we're looking like for the upcoming month. And we also want to close out this year with a nice week. Pretty much same situation as last week that I told y'all. I might stream every day, might stream a couple days out this week. Last week we only streamed 2 days, and then we didn't even trade no more after that. We just enjoyed the holidays, so pretty much might be somewhat the same scenario this week. We'll have to see. But be sure, regardless of that, be sure to turn the notification bell on so you will be notified when I do go live. And yeah, definitely next year though, we definitely starting back on our regular scheduled program. Going live every day until I don't want to go live every day. But I don't see that no time soon. But we'll be back on our regular scheduled program. Should be regular daily streams. Starting the new year. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and get into it. First thing first, y'all know what we got to do. Check out the economic calendar and earnings. For the earnings wise, the source that we had for earnings, he did not post, or I don't know if it's a she or he, but they did not post any earnings. So that was a shocker to me. Maybe we don't have any earnings this week, or maybe they just didn't post them yet. We're not too sure. But we can check out this economic calendar, so we're gonna get into that. All right, going into this week, December 9th, Monday, December 29th, my bad. Only news we got scheduled so far, and also I want to state this. We've been looking at these economic calendars, and a lot of these news events been getting pushed back. We have something that's supposed to come out on Wednesday, and it get pushed back to Friday. So you always got to check your economic calendar each and every morning, each and every day, because it's always changing. It's always changing. It used to not really change. Used to have some structure to when it's coming out, but I think because of that government shutdown situation we had and everything, um, it kind of messed a lot of the stuff up. And then, of course, knowing our president, he kind of do certain things when he feel like it, honestly. So he schedule and moves things around left and right. But yeah, the main thing I want to say is just check your economic calendar every morning. Even if we go over it on Sunday, it can change on Monday. Okay. But looking at it as of now, Monday, December 29th, 2025, only thing we got set up is crude oil at 9:30. I know how I feel with crude oil. It can have some effect on the market. More times than not, it's just affecting oil. Tuesday, December 30th, we have FOMC meetings. All right. That's definitely a nice market mover. Is at 1 p.m. And yeah, that's really all we got on Tuesday. That is a nice market mover. So I will be looking out for that. Wednesday, December 31st, last day of the month. We got initial jobless claims and PMI. Initial jobless claims at 7:30, PMI 8:45. Definitely expect Wednesday so far look like one of the biggest days, other than Tuesday evening. Wednesday kind of looking like one of the biggest days, and it's the end of the month. So I definitely can expect some type of volatility since it's the last day of the month. We're closed on January. Closed on January. Not too sure about futures if we're gonna have a half day, but stock wise we're closed for New Year. And then Friday, the first day of the month for the stocks, we have PMI at 845. Definitely expect a lot of volatility with that PMI. Definitely expect a lot due to it being the first day, calendar day for the month. And since it's gonna be a Friday, y'all know Fridays, I always expect stuff happening on Fridays. So pretty decent week. I'm not gonna lie. Monday, kind of the slowest day. And after that, maybe Tuesday we'll be a little like it just slowly pick up. And Wednesday should be moving. And Friday we should be moving. So yeah, that's what we got this week. Now let's jump into the charts. Okay, let's jump into the charts. First thing first, we're gonna go over to SPY. Going to SPY. Okay. And like I said, we stopped trading, I think, on Tuesday. I think Tuesday was the last day we stopped. Was it Tuesday? I'm on a weekly. No wonder I'm over here confused. I think it was Tuesday the last day we traded. I want to say Tuesday. Give me 1 second, y'all. Oh man. Yeah. I think Tuesday was the last day we traded. Honestly, we missed 1 day of movement. Cause when I looked at Friday, before I was gonna trade on Friday, but when I looked at the high it was, I said it already just made a high. Like we broke one high, did our next continuation. I said more than likely we finna make a doji counter. That's what I was thinking. I was thinking doji counter or come back down and retest these highs like with a full red counter. So and I was correct. We made a doji counter and I didn't really miss nothing too bad. But now looking at our SPY, let's go to the monthly since we're finna close out this month. Looking at that monthly, the monthly is extremely, extremely, extremely bullish right now. Overall structure, bullish for the monthly. We finally getting it. Look like as long as we can close green, we don't even gotta close past this high. If we can just close green, we finally got our first higher low. To keep this uptrend going. Finally got that first higher low. Yeah, we should be just honestly January should just be moving up honestly. Unless, like I said, unless we fail to close past this high, might can get that potential reversal, but it had to literally drop all the way down and make a lower low. But honestly, it's looking like as of how the chart's looking now, the month of January look like we should be moving up. Okay. Of course, your stop loss will be if you're looking at the monthly. If we got any leap traders or anything, swing traders, stop loss will be this low down here at this 648. Hold it for the month. Hold it for a couple months. See if we can push up to around 700, possibly the 715s, 17s area. But it's definitely looking. And I don't know if I need to say this, but I've been seeing a lot of streamers say this. Before we get on all this, what they buy and sell, this is not financial advice. I've just been seeing a lot of people say that. So I'm just saying it just in case somehow some type of litigation or something come against me. This is not financial advice. Just take it trades at your own risk, I guess you could say. Um, but yeah, honestly, it's looking like January just gonna be moving up. Especially if we can close past this high. Okay. Even if it don't move straight up, let that pull back. Even if this is what I say, me, if I'm somebody that's to take leaps or swing trades like a couple of months, just by this closing green, I would take probably at least like a 3 to 4 month leap or a swing. I mean, if you're taking a leap, you know that's years, but 3 to 4 month leap swing. Ah, dang, I keep getting the words mixed up. Even if it pulled down in January, even if we somehow start, turn red, um, as long as it don't take this low here, that's the biggest thing. We take that low, then you need to cut it. But if it pulled down in January, say we close, just say the event we do close red. We close red. We might get one more red for February. That March candle should be pushing up. That March candle should be pushing us up, flipping us back green to at least get you back to break even. Possibly, potentially, if we can come take that high and close past the high, we should start squeezing to that 715 area. Okay, and that's where I would add. So, like, say if we had red, at first green for March, I would add to my position. So it won't just make me go to break even. We actually be a little bit up when it get up here. And if we can get that last squeeze for that fourth month, I'll be well into profit. Okay. Um, and I kind of went a little too deep in it. I ain't had to go all that detail for y'all, but I just was breaking it down. But main thing we look for monthly look bullish. We look like we're gonna make a higher low. Well, we technically already did. We already made the higher low once it closed green. All right. Weekly. Weekly, we got high, low, high, low, higher high. Okay, so we just made a higher high. This is our true solidified level down here. This is just a higher low, so we could still use this for our stop loss, but this is the true to make the trend change. Breaking down there, okay. Daily. So right now, monthly look bullish, weekly looking bullish. Let's go back to the weekly real quick. Yeah, weekly close past previous high. Weekly looking bullish. We kind of want to see, can it build structure? Can we build structure above this candle high, which is 687.67? Can we build an uptrend above there? That's the biggest thing. Dropping down to that daily. Hold up. Drop down to the daily. And you know something I just noticed, y'all? Let me see. I thought I had where on my background it tell y'all what time frame I'm on. Guess I don't got it on there. Should I turn it on? Let me see. More settings. Canvas. Watermark. Interval. Okay. Alright. Y'all probably barely can see it, but at least y'all can see it. Like I said, the daily, we're back on the daily. Biggest thing we want to see, can we build structure above this high right here? It's that same weekly high we had, that 687.67. Want to see, can we make an uptrend above there? That's the biggest thing. Looking at the daily, of course, we're bullish. Got high, low, higher high right there. So this is the solidified level now. So we can actually start charting this stuff. So remember, our last solidified was 646 right here. Now we solidify this one once we made that higher high. So it's not pink anymore. Now it's finally red. So that's solidified. This one is still, this one you can make it red because technically it's a solidified level, but it's inside of a overall solidified level. I just keep it pink. Just so I know this the true. Like, yeah, technically this is solidified level, but this the true one that'll break the structure. Change market structure. Okay, let me remove some of this stuff, clear it up for y'all. And this stream might be a little long because it's the last week of the month. We're finna try to get prepared for the new month. So it might be a little bit long of a stream. But y'all bear with me, okay? All right. So, like we said, that high right here, and we already had the high marked out, so we ain't even got to mark out. We just change it to white since we want to see structure. What the see structure form above it? Um, yeah, that's pretty much all we looking for. To get in some long entry because it's straight bullish. This market is extremely bullish, so we want to see what we said. We want to see a break. We want to see some type of low, possibly retest this. Don't necessarily have to, but low, then what? Make another high. Okay, that's what we want. See that structure forming to the upside, above this gap, and that's where we'll get in at. We'll wait on it break down here. That first green, we're looking to go long. Take back to these highs. Really don't got no target. We at all-time highs, y'all. So the only target we can aim for is the most recent high. You know, once we get in a trade, though, once we get in a trade, then we will just drop to a lower time frame. So possibly like say the 5 or 1 minute. Usually I just go to the 5 minute. And so say we get in here at this B area, we're getting our loan. Of course we aiming for this target. But once it go past our target, all we can do at that point is go to a lower time frame and follow structure. That's it. Until that, once that lower time frames give us some market structure shift, we get or break a structure, we gotta get out. I don't care if it push back up, none of that. Hey, we gotta get out because we don't. It can literally reverse and flush hard. So soon we see a lower low on that 5 minute, cut your trade. Okay, because we're at all time highs. That's how you have to play all time highs. Soon you see breaker structure, you see something that don't look right following your trend, you got to get out. That's just how you got to trade. Uh, that's how you got to trade all time highs. So that's the safest way to trade it. You sitting there trying to hold it, and it's just too risky. Too risky. No, we don't got no levels to the left to look at. No levels to know where potential for value gaps at. None of that. So you don't know if it get to 6.95 that it drops $20. You don't know that. So soon you see on the smallest time frame you're comfortable with market structure shift. Well, either market structure shift, you can that'll be a little bit more waiting for it to switch to a downtrend or breaker structure. Me personally, I'm getting out on breaker structure. I don't even want to risk uh taking trades taking trades that long, risking it coming all the way back to zero. But this is what we're looking for on SPY. We need a high, a low, and then when we get our first green daily candle, we like to take it back up to the previous high first. If it closed past that high, we can hold it for continuation, and we just will be looking on the lower time frame for break of structure. Okay. All right, it's really that simple. If we do fail, so we say we got this red candle, say we end up closing back below here. We close back below that previous high. Of course, we will be waiting on low, high, lower low, and that lower low you can either get a continuation to come down here, or you can get in on when we make low, high, lower low. Wait on that pullback and then get in. Okay, so pretty much this. Got the high, got the low, high. This can be early entry to take it down there, or you can wait on one more pullback and then take it. Okay. All right. So those the two scenarios for SPY. Actually, we're gonna put them drawings back on. So those are two scenarios for SPY what we potentially looking for. Okay. QQQ should be pretty much the same thing. Oh, let me go back. Make sure we didn't have any gaps. Sure we didn't have any gaps. We got two of them. We got two. So we can mark these two out. Got a gap here. We can bounce. Then we got a gap. They so close to each other, so it won't even too much matter. But we got a gap here. So we very well can see just a straight green candle come for tomorrow. And then we just take the longs back to the high. But that's only if we see uptrend above this gap. It gotta stay above this gap uptrend on a lower time frame. So possibly like 5 or 15 minute. If we see it come back down here on a 5 or 15 minute, we just wait on market structure to switch to an uptrend, and then we'll get in the long, take it back to the high. Okay. Now if it comes in here, we don't ever switch to an uptrend. More likely it's gonna come through. Might retest this gap here. Okay. Going to QQQ. It's pretty simple on SPY. What we looking for, honestly. Going to QQQ. QQQ got way more room to SPY. It's not at its all-time highs. So we got plenty of room to keep trading on that. It's a little bit easier to figure out what we're going to do. Also, for the monthly, it's look like it's closing green. Look like we're finna get potentially a new higher low. We got to go take them highs out still. For it to be the higher low. So it's not quite, this not solidified yet. We can't switch that to red just yet. But it's definitely looking potentially ready for us to shoot up pretty nice. Getting the green candle. So it's telling us, hey, we should look for a high. It's looking like it's getting ready to go higher. Weekly, drop down to the weekly, we got lower low, high, low, potentially new higher high. We gotta go break this 628 area right here. 628.40. We gotta break that. Gotta make a higher high on the weekly. And then that'll make this into a higher low. Now to make a solidified level, which will be down here. I don't know why this line not perfectly on it. Which will be down here. To make this into a solidified level, we gotta break this high up here at 637.01. Why is our levels? Give me a second, y'all. For some reason the level's not exactly on. I don't know why. Maybe I didn't have my magnet on when I did them levels. But we had to break that 636.19 level, okay? This here is a potential higher low, but we have to, oh, my bad, y'all, my bad. See, moving ahead, I'm over here adjusting on the weekly. We're supposed to be adjusting on daily. My bad, y'all. But for the weekly, we gotta go break that 628.40 level. So I mean, the levels probably was where I just gotta go switch to a lower time frame. My bad. I got ahead of myself a little bit. Nah, this still right. That's right up there. Is this right down here? Yeah, this right down here. Nah, it's still right. We good. We're good. All right. But looking at that daily, overall is an uptrend. Currently, we're trying to see if this level here at 599.51 can this become a higher low, you know. Also y'all can call it solidified levels, but I like to call my solidified levels, you know, the very bottoms and stuff, but you still can call it solidified level. It's not gonna hurt. But would this be a new higher low? We gotta come take this high first, like we said, that 28.40 level. 628.40 level. We're moving up. We're in the uptrend right now. We got low, high, low, high, low. We should be looking to keep going up, okay? Should be looking to going up. If y'all couldn't see it, this is what I was saying. Got the low, got the high, got the low, got another high, got this low, then boom, pushing up, okay? Try to fix the drawing a little bit. instance, let me just do like this. Low, high. Well, y'all see what I'm trying to draw. It just look weird for some reason. But yeah, we are in the uptrend. Solidify over here. We got this red candle. All we need is a green candle. Could be looking for the longs to come finish this job. Okay, to come finish that job, we just need a green candle. Also on that daily. Come on, let's mark this out. It's potentially our new high low. Also on that daily, we do got multiple gaps. I'm not gonna add any extra gaps. But we do got multiple gaps here for QQQ. Biggest thing I'm looking for is us to close back above this daily gap right here. Yeah, them drawings not where they supposed to be at. I don't know what be going on with my drawings. I don't know if it's trading view or what. Cause 1 minute, cause I got the 80J on, y'all, so I can't blame it on that. Let me see. We got the 80J on. See that? We got that on. So it ain't this. I don't know why my drawings be moving. Maybe I know sometimes it's because of when you do it with the phone, it adjusts your stuff sometimes. But it kind of, I don't like how it throw me off like that. It'd be annoying because need my stuff to stay precise. We might have to go back to our old roots when we used to just delete everything and redo the drawings. Might have to do that just so we make sure everything level right. So now we actually is past it. Okay. Yeah, we just look for that break retest. So all we need is a green candle. Then we look for it to come to this high. Come to this gap. Really want to see this high get taken though. That's the biggest thing we want to see. High get taken. So probably be looking for something like this. That's where we really want to get it. We can get our green candle. Really want it to be like something like that. Of course, if the green candle come down a little bit, maybe it'd be like that. 1 to 1.3 risk to reward. And more likely it's gonna go to the top again, so we probably get more, but we just know we're supposed to aim for that high first. But that's more of what we're looking for if we want to go long. Short, you wanted to close back underneath this gap. Preferably underneath this daily gap right here that's within inside this gap right there. You want the short, you wanted to go low, high, then that lower low, go ahead and take that short. Okay. That's pretty much all we need for QQQ. Like we said, it got way more space than SPY. SPY literally is invisible. We don't know where we gonna reverse. QQQ, we actually can kind of see, okay, we might reverse here. We'll get to the bottom of the gap at 626.14. Might reverse at the top of the gap at 629.04. Might reverse 636. Now we can see where targets and stuff are at. SPY, we can't see nothing, so I personally would be looking at QQQ before I look at SPY. All right, going to ES. Going to ES. Hopefully my drawing's right on here. Move some of this stuff. Hopefully our drawing's okay. Let's see. Yeah, it look like see, that's weird. Our drawing's okay right here. But when we went to SPY and QQ, it went right. It's weird. How do I got this? Let me delete that. I don't like overlapping gaps. Alright. Going to the monthly. Monthly for ES. Right now, uptrend. Same thing like SPY. It's in an uptrend. We might get our first higher low. SPY, we got our first high low. ES, we did. So we still gotta keep pushing up for ES. SPY, out of everybody, SPY is the only one that is all-time highs and already made a higher low for the month. Everybody else gotta catch up. Gotta catch up. Unless we're trying to, reverse. As long as it's close green, I am expecting us to come take this high though. Stop loss will be the bottom of this monthly wick if you're trying to swing. A lot of people doing prop firms, so you ain't finna be swinging. Going to the weekly. Got lower low, high, low, higher high. So we actually made a higher high on the weekly. Weekly made this higher high, so we're looking for this to be solidified, if you want to say solidified, or just this our higher low. It's up to you. You could say whichever one you want. So we're aiming for this target here, 710 or 711, 7,011. So we don't want to see market go below 6,771. Going to the daily, should be the same situation as our weekly. Daily, now daily we made a lower low, higher high. Okay, higher high. We need a higher low. Because technically this is undecisive. We got a lower low with a higher high, not the trend just yet. We need a higher low, okay? Either a higher low or we need to just go and push up and come straight to this new high to solidify down here. Well, we already made a red candle, so we know we're going to make a higher low if we push up. But looking at ES, what we're expecting, what we're looking for a higher low. We know that. We do got a new gap, so we can mark that out. We got getting two new gaps. Pretty much the high spot look. Okay, so we can expect potential long entries off of either one of these gaps. But what do we need for the daily? We need a green candle. Okay, we need a green candle. But we got potential long here to the highs. Wherever the low will be at. Hopefully not on the other side of the gap. Or potential long down here. Okay. If you want to be short, what you want to see is break below the gap, either closing the gap, or really you want to break below the gap. You want to break below, so you want break, retest. Then retest fail, we make that lower low. You can get in for the continuation down to the next gap, or you can wait on another pullback and then get in to the shorts. Okay. Then say in an event that we get down to this gap here, what you want is break below there, retest, then drop. All right. But right now, we did have a red candle. This tells us, hey, market is looking for a low. Either this can be a higher low or a lower low. Only way this can be a lower low, it had to come all the way down here unless we get low, high, then make a lower low. Okay. So definitely be on the lookout. If I see a close below this gap here, I'm gonna instantly think we're coming to this gap. Close below this gap. It's a chance that we probably pop back, but I think we're gonna come to the next gap. And honestly, shorts would be good. As long as we get this initial close below the first gap, I think shorts would be nice to hold. Just gotta go on the biggest thing. You gonna have to go to that lower time frame and follow market structure. So I'm happy the hour. And so you see break a structure, you gotta get out. Unless the daily we get a low, high, and then lower low. Okay, now you can hold it a lot further, But if it's just all red candles, you gotta use that lower time frame to know when to get out. But long wise, right now it's the bulls are in control. We don't necessarily got the uptrend completely, but we are in control with the bulls because we just made a higher high. So all we waiting on is the first green candle to go back up. Okay. So all we look for, the first green candle to try to go back up. NQ. I ain't finna go over the monthly and stuff again. We just, cause it was pretty much the same setup as everything else. What did I just delete? I don't even know what I deleted. You know what? We're gonna delete everything, cause there's too much stuff anyways. Alright. Overall uptrend. So we know what target, high, green, solidified level. Last solidified level we had was down here. One of these. Take it down. Red. Potential here. This also potential too. Okay. And if you want multiple targets, we can mark it out too. Just in case y'all want multiple targets. Alright. Gaps. Got multiple gaps. Crazy amount of gaps. I ain't gonna mark all of them up like that. Got so many dang gaps. Then we're gonna do one more. Do this one. Alright. We'll just use these gaps for now. Okay. So what we looking for on NQ? We made a lower low. Then we boom, made a higher high. Switch back to a downtrend again. But then we right here we made what? Higher high. Made a higher high. What we need to see now? Higher low. And then higher high, we can get in them longs. We know it being an uptrend. Right now we got the higher high part. So what we need to see is this higher low. We want to see a green candle come. Need a green candle come. It will be an early entry because it technically won't be all the way that uptrend because it'll be what? It will be high, low. Yeah, it'll be green, but it ain't made that high high just yet. Right here, we made that high high to be your actual uptrend entry. This is you either get it here for the continuation to the upside, or you can wait on that pullback where you get the A plus entry and then take it up. Okay, number 4 is always our A plus entry. 2 to 3 is early entry. Okay. So we could see the green candle, but that don't necessarily mean it's the A plus entry. It don't necessarily mean that it's going to make that higher high. It can very well come down. Okay. Only way is A plus. Once we make the higher high, then get us a pullback, you can go. But that's what we look for. Honestly, we just looking for either the break of this high with a green candle, or like I said, you can wait on the break, retest, and go higher and get in along. Shorts wise, we just want to see break below this gap, possible retest, then you can take the continuation down, or you can say break, retest, drop. If it don't come take that gap, that next pullback, get in and taking that down. Okay. So that's pretty much it for NQ. Let's go to MYM. MYM. God dang, all these charts crazy. Do we gotta change anything for NYM? I don't think we do. It look like it's make this more pink. I know that. Okay. It done made so many high lows. That's crazy. This actually solidified. Okay, yeah, we marked it up. I'm about to say this solidified there. Alright, yeah, we don't really got to change nothing for NYM. Pretty much the drawing that we see is what we looking for. We want to see us build structure above this previous high. We got the break back above this potential that retest. All we need is higher high to come. Then you can either get in on a continuation, aim for this high up here. Aim for this high up here. Or you can let it break, wait on another pullback. So it showed us we in the uptrend. Wait on another pullback, then get back in again. Get in then. After we fully make the trend, you know. So once we make that higher high, so like this, high, low. Once we make that higher high, wait on that pullback, boom, get in right there, take it all the way up, okay? So you can wait on that. But pretty much this drawing here is what we're looking for. Yes, it's green right here now, but it's not closed. This is an actual moving candle. So you can't really say nothing right now. Because it very well can come down, retest this low down here, okay? And I think it left a gap too. Let me see. Did it leave a gap? Yeah, it left a small gap. So it can come down here again and retest this gap. Alright. That is, let's go to gold. I can say that's all the futures, but we ain't even go to gold. I need to change my M and Q chart. That's the thing, y'all. I be going over NQ and ES, and I don't never trade the micros until morning of. Let's go ahead and change these micros real quick. MNQ and MES. Cause I don't never freaking do it. I don't never do it until the morning of. But you know what? We can go ahead and get this done so we won't have to do it in the morning. Okay. So target highs. I'm gonna do this quick. I ain't really gonna talk too much through this because we already did it for NQ. Potential, solidified, solidified. Okay, gaps. Come on, why y'all trying to mess me up? Is that a gap? I might be. Nah, that ain't one. Alright, this is one. I just don't feel like doing that one. It's too tight. We'll do this one. And we probably using different gaps than we are on the NQ. It really don't matter, y'all, because if they overlapping, we gonna see it anyway. If them gaps overlapping, we gonna see it. We gonna catch them boys. It's just as long as you get the general, at least get your general ones marked out. Alright, I think we got it charted up. I think I'm good now. Let's go to ES. Or what's this ES? Oh, it's M and Q. Let's go to ES one, do that one real quick. Dang, I ain't been on ES chart forever. Look at all these drawings all the way down here. We ain't been on MES because I don't trade MES, y'all. If y'all ever watch me on the stream, I do not trade MES anymore. It's just too slow, man. Too slow. I be moving too quick for MES. I be wanting my trades done quick. Um, pink, pink, right. Mark these gaps out. Man, they got all these big old gaps. Should be some. Okay, here we go. There should be some down here. Alright, I think that's all we're gonna mark right there. Okay, that's all we're gonna mark for now. Now let's go to MGC. Whew, gold, gold, gold. When I tell you we ate off of gold so crazy for last week and prior to the week before we were eating off gold. And we even do it on the stream. I've been getting in like overnight, where gold been just handing out free money. Let's just be honest. Of course, like 2 weeks ago, we've been saying, hey, it's trying to come take these highs, and then once it takes the highs, we want to see if it can build above. And we've been literally going long on gold since December 11th. We just been getting straight longs. We got long here, got long there. Y'all can even see my stuff. We just catching longs the whole time. Even when it closed red, I still was looking to go long. Went long. Closed red here. We went long the next day. Did miss this whole thing because this happened like on a Sunday evening. We caught a little bit of it. I think I got in like right when it broke the high and caught a little bit of it to these highs. I mean, right when it broke this green level, we took it back to the high. Now we did not touch it at all. Once it broke this, I ain't touching no more. I'm like, bro, I don't know where it's going. None of that. But looking at gold, honestly, let's remove this here. Remove this. Looking at gold, only thing we can add to it is we got gap now. We got a gap now. And we got a solidified level that we can mark. So that's the only thing we got with gold. That kind of suck. We got a gap underneath the solidified level. So there's a chance this solidified level finna get broken. Cause we just had a red candle. Oh no, this the current candle. Oh, okay. So if this candle can flip green, we good. Cause I about to say if this candle close red, more than likely it's gonna come take this low and come down this gap. So honestly, tomorrow, if Monday closes red, I definitely expect us to take this low. Okay, I definitely expect us to take 4,474 if we close red. If we end up closing green, of course it's gonna be solidified low. We're just gonna keep following. You might as well just keep following the green. But the biggest thing with gold is you gotta trade it when you get in. First, follow whatever that daily trend is, and follow whatever color. I'm gonna say that. Don't forget the trend. Whatever color the daily candle be, follow that. So if the daily candle red, look for the short. Daily candle green, previous day candle green, look for the longs. So like previous candle was green here. We only waiting on long opportunities. Until it closed red on us. But the biggest thing is once you get in your trade, drop down to a 5 minute or 15. And if you're long, soon you see breaker structure, make a lower low, get out. You short, and soon you see high come, get out. Okay, follow that lower time frame structure when you at these all-time high levels. Okay, you do not want to you do not want to risk losing, your trade. So like we said, the daily was green. We should only look for long opportunities. Only way we can go long is by what? Making higher high, higher lows. Well, it was when we first opened up today. Where was it? Opened up right here. We went straight down. This was no long opportunity. No long opportunity. Boom. Low, high, low, higher high. Okay, long opportunity. Where do we want to get in at number 4? Some people can get in at number 3 for continuation, but I like to get in at number 4. Here, high. Here go number 4. Boom. That's where I'm supposed to get in. First green candle. I'm supposed to get in right there. So let's show y'all on replay so you'll know exactly what you're supposed to do when you're at these all-time highs. You'll get in your long, set your stop loss at your solidified level. Last most recent, either you can set it here or you can set it up here. It don't matter. It's up to you. So we just set it up there then. First target is always the gap first, so you'll be looking for 93. Then the top of the gap, 189. Then its high will be 248. Okay, so we just set it at the high for now. Just because we doing this replay. But normally you aim for the gaps first. And then we're going to let it play. Alright, it's rejecting at the gap. Do it switch us to a downtrend? That's the biggest thing. Switch us to a downtrend, we got to close. Alright, let's see. Nope, it turned green. Still good. Still good. Still sitting at our solidified level. Once our solidified level break, we got to be out. And really, honestly, since we're at them all-time highs, technically, this is what I would advise. I wouldn't even advise you to hold it through this. I would have just advised take it to the targets, and as soon as you get a rejection to your targets, get out. So, like, if technically the gap's supposed to be our target, soon it got up to this gap and gave us this first red, I would have got out. Off the first red. Get out. Let it try to wait until we get uptrend form again. So then we'll wait, low, high, low, higher high. Okay, we got the higher high. I'm gonna let it come down. The first green, I look to get back in. Green. Now we back in again. Aiming for this gap again. See if we can close green. We did it. We came back up again. Got our green. So now I'm thinking, hey, we should at least come up here to the top of the gap. Depending on what we do at the top of the gap. If we close green, I'm gonna hold. If we do something like we did right here with this red, I gotta get out. So we let it play. All right, we almost there. Well, we ain't get there yet, but we still should be holding along till we get up here. Or until you see, like we said, until you see structure, okay? You see break structure, you can get out. So like what I mean by that is we got low. This is a low, high, low. We never made a lower low. Still didn't make a lower low with that. So whenever we see a lower low, we get out. We don't see no lower low, so you don't get out just yet. You still be holding. At least till we get to the top here and see what color. I mean, see how we react when we get there. So gold, pretty much, like I said, just follow the trend, man. Follow the trend. Now let's get into these stocks. We did all that dang talking. It's been the whole hour. We ain't even got enough stocks. I'm starting to slack a little bit. Come on, man. First thing first, let's go to crowd. Y'all know I love crowd, man. Going to that monthly for CrowdStrike. Let's hide some of this. Of course, it looks red. It looks red. Biggest thing I really want to see, can we close in this monthly gap, man? Even if we don't close in the monthly gap, it's fine. Only thing, if we don't close in it, I kind of expect us to do a slight pullback, and then we come retry to drop. But if we can close below that 475.39, we can come on push down there. Man, oh man, I definitely see us coming down to, might do it quick, coming down to 457. About a $20 drop. Definitely can see that pretty quick if we can close below that 475. Okay, weekly. Oh, let me go back to monthly. Look at the overall structure. Overall structure is bullish though. I ain't gonna lie. Overall structure is bullish. But hey, the bulls ain't we ain't scared of the bulls until we get a green candle. Okay, we gotta wait till a green monthly candle for the bulls get in here. Weekly. Bearish. It's bearish right now. We made high, low, high, lower low, downtrend. Weekly is in a downtrend. Then we had our first green weekly. All we waiting on now is one red week. That's it. One red week. Take them shorts back down. Possibly to this gap first. And then possibly to them lows. Okay. Weekly is bearish. Monthly bullish. But right now it got red candle, so we can say the bears in control. But weekly is bearish right now on this most recent area. Overall, yes, it's bullish. But right here, this most recent, we're bearish. Daily. Oh, that's another thing. Go back to the weekly, because this is where most of our trade was set up on, was this weekly gap up here. See that weekly gap up there? We got the break. Retest failed. We got another break right here. Another break right here. Green candle. We could be coming to retest this gap, y'all. Could be retesting this gap at 511.18. Could be retesting it. So we got to be on the lookout for that. Green candle, we could be trying to come retest that. We did leave. That's the one good thing I do like for the shorts. We did leave a gap right here. So we could very well reject and push down off of this gap without coming up there. Okay. That's what I would love to see. You know, I don't want to see us come above 498.76. Do not want to see us come above there. Okay. That'll be beautiful if we can stay below. Okay. So pretty much this gap here. Right there. I'm gonna make it purple. We can stay below there and end up closing red for the weekly. Close red for the weekly. That would be beautiful for them shorts to come back down to 469. If it can close below 469. Of course, down to potentially 430, 450s. Okay. Well, it's a gap here, so yeah, 454, 455. That's what we like to see. But we close back inside here. I'm kind of thinking we finna come retest up here at 511. Okay. Now dropping down to the daily. What we looking for? Daily is showing bears right now. Showing bears. We made this lower low. So we had high, low, high, lower low. This one gave us our lower low. The 17th, Wednesday the 17th, gave us our lower low. Okay. What we're looking for. We made that lower low. Now we're just trying to see where the lower high gonna be. Where's this lower high gonna be if we want to be that bearish? Well, we made this high. Okay. Made it high here. End up making a low. But then we pushing back up. Right now we're making another high. But we don't have no lower low. We don't have no lower high. We literally consolidating right now. The biggest thing I want to see for CrowdStrike, I kind of don't want to see it take this high of this counter, which will be 489.21. I want to see this potentially be our new lower high. And I don't really want to see it. Say if it do take that one, I don't want to see it go below. Go above 491.44. Any push past either one of them levels, I'm kind of losing. I lost faith in my shorts, you know. Especially if we get all the way up here, like we said, at the top of this weekly gap at 498.76. That's completely leave the shorts alone territory. Okay, that's completely. This is almost just leave the shorts alone. This completely leave the shorts alone. Okay. Um. So really, what all I'm looking for is another red candle, man. One more red daily candle. I would be potentially looking to just go and take them shorts. Okay. That's all I'm looking for. One more red candle. One more red daily candle. Really, you want to wait till a lower low come though. So the better trade would wait on a red and wait till it make a lower low somewhere, then get in. But I might get in an early entry, get in off the first red candle I see. All I'm looking for is shorts, honestly. The only way I'm looking for longs is once we get above 489. That's it. Other than that, I'm looking for shorts. Any red days, y'all know I'm about to be looking to get in. Meta. Let's go to Meta. I was gonna go to Nvidia. Let me go to Meta though. Meta. Look at the monthly. Monthly looking green. It is in the downtrend right now. We got high, low, lower low. That's high. So honestly, if you look for shorts, not the best time to get in. You want a red monthly candle, cause if it closes green, there's no telling we can go make a higher high. So you kind of want to wait till a red monthly candle. So short wise, I ain't really messing with shorts unless we come sweep this low down here. Weekly. I think we're gonna be moving up. Honestly, I think we're gonna be moving up on the Meta. If this now, that's what I say. If you want a monthly, you can. Only way I'm looking to go short once the weekly switch back bearish. I mean, it's technically bearish now, but I'm honestly seeing this finna push up. Like we're finna reverse right here. But if we make a red candle here, make a lower low, then I'll look to go short. Other than that, I'm not looking to go short unless we, like I said, turn red and then make a lower low. But weekly, it's bearish now, but like I said, it's looking like it's gonna reverse. Looking like we're about to reverse. Like we're about to start pushing up. Daily. I still don't know what this is, y'all. I do not know what the heck this wick is, bro. And it will not get off my chart. What is this? Because of dividends or something? Like, what is this, y'all? Because I see this on my chart, but when I go to lower time frames, it do not go that high up. Like, what the heck is that? You see that? We never went back up to the 700. So why the heck my daily going up to 700? I don't know what that is, man. Can somebody please explain to me? Like, put in the comments if you know what it is. I do not know what that is. But looking at the daily, slow grinding, making an uptrend. We got high, low, higher high, low. Can we push up, make a higher high? Last low that we don't want it to break, right here at 656.65. Okay. The next low that we don't want to see a break, let me turn it to pink. Because we don't got no solidified lows right now. I mean, like I said, if you want to call it solidified, you can. But I don't call them solidified until we break like overall structures. But that's the last low. 556. Then the next low will be here. Oh my goodness, come on. Will be here. 649.20. The next one will be here. 638.09. Next one will be, I ain't finna keep it. We got 3 of them. That's good. What I'm looking for though is, honestly, I'm just looking for longs. So all I'm waiting on is the next green candle. Next green candle, I'm looking to go long, take it to this high at 673 first. That'll be my first target. Then the top of the gap, of course. at 680 basically. Once we get to the top of the gap, I want to see, can we hold above it? Can we get a, oh my goodness, come on, can we get a break above and structure form above to take us up to the 700s? Okay, so that's what I'll be looking for once we get up there. But I want to see green candle come first. We do got a daily gap with inside the gap, so we got that marked up. All I need is a green candle, man. I might go on the hourly and wait on the uptrend and start forming, and I might get in. But all we need is a green candle, man. Green daily candle. Green daily candle. Stop loss will be at 560, 556, 65. We break it, gonna cut it. Wait, just wait until we make another high, or make another green candle. All right. Who else I want to go over? I don't really trade nobody with CrowdStrike NVIDIA, Tesla, stuff like that. I be trading the main names, y'all. Unless it be earnings, then I trade other stuff. I don't know what the heck we got going on here. What we got going on here? What we was looking for? We was looking for break, retest, go. It failed to retest, but it ended up coming back up. So we definitely can delete this and this. Okay. I think that's it. I think that's all we needed. So all we really look for is structure to build above this high, previous high, to take it up to the next high. It really ain't too much to worry about here. Or I say too much thinking to go on here. We sitting in a gap. I don't even know if I want to mark this big old gap, but we're gonna mark it. I'll just be following structure. To keep it plain and simple, I'll just be looking for a pullback right now. So we got high, low, high. I'm just waiting on pullback come. Keep us above 188. First green candle, take it back up to potentially 194. Okay, so I kind of want a red candle. Get in on the first green candle after that red, as long as we above 188. Take it up to 194. If we just be straight green though, we could see that. It could just go straight green. We could just see it push straight up to 194. If it push straight up to 194, same thing we would look for down here. We're gonna look for a break, retest, go higher, okay? Really ain't that hard of a trade. Who else? Who else? We said, let's look at Tesla. We ain't been looking at Tesla in so long. Where they at, man? Where is Tesla at on my charts? There it is. Why is it all the way down there? I don't know. Bring it up. Oh, Walmart been beautiful, y'all. We might check out Walmart too. Walmart been a beautiful. I mean, Walmart's something you need to invest in long term. And that again, this is not financial advice. This is check trades at your own risk. This is my own guess estimations. But me personally, if I'm taking a trade, I mean, if I'm looking to invest in somebody, Walmart would be that one. I already bought Walmart, but if I'm somebody new, I'm looking at Walmart actually, because long run, Walmart been steady, bro. Like, I don't know what to tell you. They don't really have no major dips. They do stock split, so you can add even more positions, and it'll make your positions even more. And usually every time they do a stock split, they go right back up. Don't take long. Probably take about 3 months, and then they be right back where they need to be. Honestly, Walmart is a nice one. What the heck we got going on here? I don't even know. What is this? Let's look at the monthly. Monthly. Dang, is that all-time highs? Dang, I ain't been on Tesla in so long. They're all-time highs. Nice. Bullish. We got high. So this is the last solidify here. We made another high. So this one, 205 is our solidified low. That is a far solidified low, I ain't gonna lie. But we'll be looking at this low right here. Previous month low to be our level to not to break. So 382 would be the level we looking for. Actually, let's mark that out. Mark that out. That's the level we'd be looking for to stay above. And we want to see structure form above that high. Definitely want to see that. Go down to that weekly uptrend. We made lower low, then higher high. We want to see higher low get made. We did close red last week, so hey, we know we're making some type of low. Hopefully we can get a green candle. So honestly, all I look for is the first green weekly candle. Then I'm taking a long back up. That's an early entry. If you want a safe entry, let it make another higher high and then pull back and get in. Okay. The early entry, the first green weekly candle, get in. That's an early entry. Daily, not all the way uptrend yet. I mean, technically it made a higher high, low, higher high, but it look like we're gonna make a lower low. Honestly, make a lower low. How it's looking like to me. Like we gotta make this lower low. We're gonna mark it out, even though it look like we're gonna make that lower low. Mark that out. That's solidified. This pink, because this actually is solidified. This one, because I have to make a higher high. Pink here, pink here. Then this is solidified level down there. All right. Then mark out the gaps. I'm telling you, I think this is gonna get broken this week. At what that number is, 466.20. I think it's gonna get broken this week. I think we coming down. We might actually look for the shorts. I ain't gonna lie. I think we finna come down there. But I'm gonna have to see. I'm gonna have to go look at lower time frames. Dang, that's the only gap we got. Dang. Oh yeah, we got a gap here. I'm finna say I know that ain't the only gap we got. I think that's it. Yeah, I think we're gonna break the low though. In 466. I'm gonna go to hourly. Shorts, yep, it's in downtrend. So you will have to sit behind here. Put on orange. Oh, the orange. Come on now, come on. Here. 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 Yeah, I think we're going down there. I think we're going down. Let's see, targets for the shorts will be here. Let's put like a light green. Yeah, so when we break this target, I mean, we do got this gap here. Let's mark that out. Then the next target is what? Here. Then here. If you look for short, if you in the shorts. Dang, I'm thinking trade on shorts. It's at 73. I think the least take it down at 67. But I don't know. I hate the counter trend trade. That's the thing. But if I can get a better stop loss, like we could somehow get an hourly green counter somewhere up here, then get another red. If I can get a real tight stop loss, I'll get in some shorts. But they gotta be super tight stop loss. That's the thing. Like I gotta have like a $4 stop loss at the most. But like say we would have got in here. It was this. What was this? 77 to 80. That's $3. Yeah. Like this would have probably been an entry for me right here. $3 stop loss. Looking to go to about $5 drop. That would have been a nice trade for me right there. $5 drop. Potentially even further. If we're looking at our daily. Because it had to come down here to 466. Switch it. Man, Tesla shorts right now looking good. Until we get down to 466, then start to think about longs. Who else we said? Walmart. I want to look at Walmart because they've been going crazy. Oh, it must have had a little pullback. Okay, Walmart might have came back a little bit after I just said so. Let's look at Walmart though. Walmart is a beautiful long term. Yeah, it had pullback some. Cause I remember last time I looked, it was at like 115. I'm like, God dang. But look at Walmart though. Long run on Walmart monthly. Look at this. Walmart, bruh. Has it ever had a downtrend, like a true downtrend, since it been out? Oh, when it first started. When it first came out, that was it. Other than that, we be just working these uptrends, boy. Uptrend, consolidation. That ain't no downtrend. Consolidation. I mean, you could say like right here was their worst slump. Right here between December 14th, 2014 to the 15th. That probably was one of their worst slumps in a while. But other than that, beautiful movements. No, I mean, crazy. Weekly. Oh, I ain't even look at the monthly. Let's see. Monthly green. Is it gonna close past previous month high? Is the biggest thing. So is it gonna close above 110.47 for the continuation? Weekly, we're doing a pullback. We just made lower low, higher high. Can we make a higher low? Crazy. That's the biggest thing. Daily. If you want to go long, you can't do nothing until we see what higher high, higher low, higher high. Then when that pullback comes, you can get in long. So honestly, can't touch it. If you want to be bullish, want to be bearish, all you need is a red candle. You can take another short. Okay. But I'm more looking at Walmart for long term, honestly. And what I'll be looking for is one, if you somebody who trying to swing it for a couple months, if we close past this high, like I said, it's not financial advice. But close past this high, look for that continuation. Go back up to 116, 117. You can hold it for a couple months. See if we end up closing past 117 to keep going up to possibly the 125 area. Stop loss, of course, down here at $98. Weekly wise, when we get our higher high, wait on one more pullback, then take it back up to one, like I said, 123, 125 area. Or you can take the continuation, soon it turn green, and break this. You can get in, or you can take it early entry as soon as give you the first green weekly. But other than that, Walmart looks solid for a long-term stock. But I'm gonna go ahead and call it now, y'all, because really all the other stocks we really don't be messing with unless earnings be coming out. But I might start looking at other stocks normally. I don't know yet. But we'll call it. Get some rest. So y'all have a good one.